Welcome back. We stay in the United Arab Emirates now for the first round of the MotorCity 24-hour Endurance Karting Championship. This is now an established marathon event hosted by the Dubai Kartdrome, and this first round of the 2011 championship saw teams from around the region lining up on the grid to slug it out on the testing track and in testing conditions over a whole day and night. Favourites from last year were the Bahrain-based Batelco team, having won 3 times before. But they still face serious challenges from the likes of the newly formed Dubai Falcons, Ocean Rubber and CG Racing, all of whom had some pretty hot drivers in their lineup. Having qualified first, it was Batelco who made the most of the Le Mans-style start and who quickly built up a 25-second lead in just the first hour on the chasing group of the Dubai Falcons, Publicis Racing and Ocean Rubber, who were having a titanic battle between themselves. The Midi-Bolts team of journalists were also in the mix early on, and at one point found themselves in second place behind Batelco, although that wasn't to last.
Took the second stint. Yeah, it was good actually. It's a little bit longer stint this year. It's 1 hour 15 instead of 1 hour. To be honest, I was having so much fun I didn't really notice it. I was having a good old little ding-dong with a few people. Yeah, it was good fun.
Meanwhile, further down the field, and the Russian Forza team were also edging their way through the pack, and were expecting to show very well towards the end. But 5 hours in and the Speedsters team were on a charge, having clawed back 10 places to 6th after a terrible start to their race. But with fat lap regulations which penalises lightweight teams as well as driver changes, after 8 hours they'd slipped back to 10th behind OMD Racing and the Midi-Bolts. Back at the front though, and Batelco continued to stretch out their lead thanks to drivers such as rising star Edward Jones, Ramiz Azam and Alban Varuti. In fact, there was only 1 point during the 10-hour race, with over 800 laps under their belt, where Batelco briefly lost the lead to the Dubai Falcons, themselves sporting some formidable racing talent in Sheikh Hasher Al Maktoum, Mohamed Al Mutua and Fabien Lanz. But as the night stint wore on, the Bahraini team retook first place as the Falcons dropped to 3rd behind Ocean Rubber. At the tail end of the field, the cool AMT team of local Emiratis were close to giving up the chase, leaving the Sejlek team as the backmarkers, but still putting in some very competitive lap times. As well as the overall standings, there was also a corporate race going on, and with 6 hours left on the clock, it was the Publicis group sitting in 4th place overall, leading OMD Racing, and the CG Racing team of the Schwery group. Just behind them on track, but several laps down and losing ground, the Embassy Action team was struggling to hold on to other corporate teams as they sat in 11th place overall. As the teams entered day 2 at the head of the field, it was still Batelco gradually increasing their tally of laps over their main rivals and eager to secure their 4th consecutive win. And as 2 p.m. came around, and with 1,155 laps completed, it was the Batelco team that did indeed take the checkered flag, ahead of a valiant chase by the Dubai Falcons team, who in turn just managed to hold off Ocean Rubber in 3rd place.
All I can say, it was a tough one, but with the team spirit, I was sure before even coming here that we could actually have this in our hands when we're leaving, and we did it.
In the corporate category, the winners were CG Racing, representing the Schwery group, who came out on top in a tough battle with Publicis, who crossed the line in 2nd, with OMD Racing in 3rd.
We worked very hard for it, and we believed in it, and we got it.
So we won the first race. It was a pure commitment. It's pure commitment from all the drivers, the pit crew, everybody, and we made it.
Russian team Forza RS received the prize for best placed international team after managing a creditable 5th place finish. So another monumental MotorCity karting marathon comes to an end. But with 3 more rounds to go this year, there's everything to play for. And with so many closely matched teams on the grid, it's going to be a hard-fought championship. And we'll have future rounds right here on Full Throttle.